History being made today by your Texas Rangers, which allows us to hand out some MLB awards as we get ready to turn the calendar from June to July, and not that far away from the Midsummer Classic. By the way, gentle reminder where the 2024 MLB All-Star Game will be.
Where is that?
Oh, Globe Life Field.
That's right.
That's right. That place is going to be packed. I can't wait for that next year for the MLB All-Star Game.
They going to have 5 All-Stars? Starters?
How cool would it be?
I love that you went to how cool would it be, but I saw in your eyes, like, why are you saying this, you idiot? What are you talking about? That was in your eyes. I seen it.
I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing here.
I'm not doing anything.
We only doing the show once a week, so you feel like you just set it all out there now. Is what you're doing? All right. That would be amazing, though. I mean, look, they got 4 starters on the infield this year. Why not go get, the rest of them, the starting first baseman? By the way, we're looking at Nathaniel Lowe with some side eye. Like, what you doing?
Yeah.
The rest of your teammates out here, all-star stars.
How's it feel?
What?
You're the only one of the infielders not in there. What's happening, dog?
Jared said ask him that on their
that would be so nasty.
Their Straight Up Texas podcast.
Jared, on the podcast, though. Yeah, that's a good point.
On the podcast, he should ask him that.
Real comfortable, cozy confines. He should.
Like, hey, Nathaniel, what's up with you?
Yeah.
The rest of your teammates made it. Where you at?
Where you at? Everybody else in the infield up in the All-Star game. Where you at?
He'd probably pull out that big old silver slug award like I got one of these.
Yeah. Hold that.
Hold that.
Speaking of holding that, who do you think is going to be telling the rest of the league, hold that?
Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah. The best half-season player. The best season of the first half. By far, right? And I think this is going to set you up for a particular rant that I think you're ready to go on.
Oh, boy.
Because we've been giving a lot of praise to Marcus Semien, and you've been calling him what is it? AL MVP candidate.
Legitimate AL MVP candidate. Yeah.
And I was like, it's only so legitimate, right? Like, he obviously deserves to be in the conversation, except the conversation stops immediately after Shohei.
Okay, yeah, it does. Okay,
so you're not gonna do the rant?
Okay, here's the thing.
You've
have we already gotten to the point with Shohei?
Yes.
That you can just give him the MVP every year if you wanted to?
Correct. We are seeing the incredible happen.
And again, I'm not saying he's not the MVP. Like, I would vote for him MVP, obviously, of the American League. But damn it, if this is gonna go on like the Jordan years, right? At one point, the NBA was like, okay, now hold on, Mike. We know you the damn best player in the NBA, but we got to hand it to that dude from Utah, at least once or twice. He got to get one of these.
Yeah, but you hear what you just said? They shouldn't have done that.
I agree.
Clearly it was a mistake.
Yeah, agreed.
So let's not make the mistake, and let's just keep giving it to Shohei while he keeps doing the incredible and hitting 2 home runs while also throwing 10 strikeouts in a singular solitary game.
I don't think people really understand.
Like, what is this?
What he just did the other night. My man literally struck out 10. I think only gave up 1 run. Hit 2 home. He won the game. He basically won the game.
He was like, let me get my own run support.
He won the game by himself.
John Morosi was on the station earlier this week. He was on Sean and RJ, and he said something that has stuck with me. It's not novel, but it's one of those things that it's so obvious that you're like, nah, damn, that's right. Babe Ruth, quite literally widely regarded as the single greatest baseball player to have ever lived, right? Said that this was not possible. This dude is doing it all the damn time. Consistent. Because it's not even like...
on a regular.
What are we looking at?
I said it earlier when we were, from 972, Shohei hit another home run tonight.
It's so crazy.
Of course he did. We're looking at literally a $600+ million player. Like, if he was on the open market as a pitcher, he would get a $300+ million contract.
Because that's the thing. He's not even just good at both of them. Like, he's great.
He's incredible. If he was a hitter solely on the open market, he's a $300+ million player. We're literally looking at a guy that's well-deserving of being a $600+ million player in today's Major League Baseball. Shohei Ohtani is literally one of one.
Now, what we have to do is we have to stop ourselves from doing this because, yes, he deserves all of this, but nobody want to hear that. Like, we can't do this for 15 minutes just saying Shohei's really good at baseball. All right.
He's not really good. He's amazing at it.
Okay, yes, amazing. You are 100% correct. Who is the top starting pitcher, at least according to ESPN, when it comes to the MLB in the first half of the season?
Ooh, Shane McClanahan gets my building.
I would have gone there too. ESPN, and I should give shout out to Bradford Doolittle, went with Framber Valdez of the Astros.
Boo.
They've said he's obviously improved steadily over his big league career. And
boo that man.
Yeah, we don't have to do all that.
Yeah,
but I'm just surprised because we've had some incredible pitching, and the Astros would not have been my first look. Now, when it comes to the Rangers, top starting pitcher for these Rangers this year has been
Nathan Eovaldi.
Right?
Yeah.
John Gray's been really good.
John Gray's been good.
It feels like he consistently gets forgotten in this, but he's been really good this year, and I don't think that he'll end up getting love when it comes to All-Star. And I think that's kind of, I do think Eovaldi gets love in the All-Star, and being appointed an All-Star personally.
Yes.
But
John Garcia,
John Gray's been really good this year.
Yeah, Eovaldi for me has been the MVP of the rotation. I mean, he's been a workhorse throughout the course of the year. Obviously, with losing DeGrom, other guys have had to step up, and Eovaldi has come in and done extremely well. So
Eovaldi, a 2.82 ERA. John Gray, funny enough, 2.89 ERA. Right? It's not wildly different, and wars are similar when it comes to it, but also I'm just seeing this.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I believe the Rangers still have a top 5 starting rotational ERA in Major League Baseball.
I haven't looked at that in a while, actually, but I will go back and look at that. Eovaldi has 101 strikeouts. His whip is 0.997.
He's been incredible.
That's just so good.
He deserves to be an All-Star in my mind, does Nathan Eovaldi, for them. So, but my vote would be McClanahan for for AL Cy Young Award winner through the first half of it.
Top relief pitcher. We don't even have to do this with the Rangers.
Give
it to Will Smith, and we don't have to talk too much about it because I know it's a sore subject.
Yep.
They give it to Alexis Diaz for the Cincinnati Reds, who's been really good. He's a lot of saves. His strikeout rate went from 11.7 per 9 innings as a rookie to this year 15.1 strikeouts per 9. And he's allowed just 1 homer in 138 batters faced while going 22 for 22 save opportunities. What you want him to do?
I mean, the numbers speak for themselves.
What you want him to do? The top rookie. I wish that Josh Young would get some love here, and obviously when you actually get on the
my
Rangers,
vote.
Corbin Carroll, who is on the Arizona Diamondbacks, and he is actually an NL starting outfielder in the All-Star game.
He has been incredible for them.
Been really good. He's
good.
on pace for 34 homers and 47 steals. Funny enough, it feels like 2 seasons ago the Arizona Diamondbacks were garbage, and now look
horrendous,
at them leading the NL West. Most surprising player, a Texas Ranger gets some love here.
Oh,
who do you think that the most surprising player of the first half of the MLB season is? And it is, in fact, a Texas Ranger.
Ezekiel Duran.
That's a good call. They go with Jonah Heim.
Oh, okay.
And it's a lot of the reasons why I was not expecting him to actually win this All-Star starting position. Mm-hmm. And not that I think that he's entirely deserving. He absolutely is. But if you do little rights. If we told you before this season that the Rangers would have 4 of the 12 most valuable position players in the AL the first half, you'd be like Semien, Seager, Adolis, and then who else? And it is Jonah Heim, right?
I mean, at one point, and he may still be leading the American League as far as catchers and hits. I mean, he's called great games. He's been a steadying force for the starting rotation.
And that's not a small feat. Called great games is incredible because also he's dealing with some pitchers that he has not really spent a lot of time with, and he's been calling incredible games with high leverage pitchers.
And offensively, he's been incredible, which is funny because, they have another catcher on this roster, but obviously we haven't seen him much.
Who, Mitch Garver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jonah Heim has taken the reins of this job, and it's just been.
You remember when they brought in Mitch Garver? The expectation was Mitch Garver, hold it on, and then until you can get Sam Huff up, kind of. And then Jonah Heim came out of nowhere and was like, I am him.
I'm him.
I am the catcher.
Don't worry about that.
Yes. We got you. And so I think just his ascension has been incredible. And then on top of that, from establishing himself as a big league catcher on this Rangers, now he has made himself just a can't miss player.
And by the way, doing it from both sides of the plate.
Incredible defensively. A really good defense.
No, I mean, literally.
Oh, yeah. Literally on both
sides of the plate. Yes.
That's a great point.
Yes.
Most exciting player, you will not be surprised to know who this is. It is not a Ranger, but his name has been on everybody's tongues over the last at least 3-4 weeks.
Oh, De La Cruz from
Ellie De La Cruz.
Yeah. I'm looking at the Reds like, oh, so y'all just got good as soon as he came up here. What was y'all waiting on then?
What's been your favorite part of the Elly De La Cruz experience?
Okay, first of all, he's 6'5".
Yes, he's a giant.
And at 6'5" at shortstop?
Yes. And you want to know why that's possible? And the thing that makes him so incredible to be, he's so damn fast, man. And I don't know what it says about me that like my immediate inclination when it comes to like sports in general. If you show me the fast guy, I'm interested. And Elly De La Cruz is the fast guy.
I'm just trying to imagine a 6'5" athletic shortstop with power for days. He damn near hit one out of Great American Ballpark in one of the first few days he was up in the bigs. It was just like, dude, like they make these? And De La Cruz like, yep, they still do. And I'm him.
Just running through some of the rest of these. I don't know what the Fish Out of Water award is. It might just be a reason for them to shout out Luis Arraez in the ways that he has been incredible, almost batting 400. And maybe that's the award, is just like, hey man, everybody's hitting high launch angles, and he's like, nah, we're just putting these in play, baby. Put them in play, baby. Best team, they unfortunately give to the Tampa Bay Rays. I get it because of the start, whatever. Most surprising team, somehow they don't give it to the Rangers. They say the Rangers are a close second to the Marlins. However, I want to get this in because let us laugh. The most disappointing team is...
The most disappointing team?
Yes.
Oh, man. Who they go with?
The New York Mets.
Oh, yeah.
Because of all this spending, man.
Again, I don't fault Steve Cohen for doing what he has done to try and make this team better. Like, I would much rather have my owner, governor, whatever you like to call him these days, spending the money to try and make their team better. Sometimes you hit and sometimes you miss. And the Mets have been missing quite a bit. They have been horrendous this year. So much to the point where there have been reports like maybe Steve Cohen maybe wanted to, blow the thing up, but he has just refused to do so at this point.
What I do love about Steve Cohen is like, I think that there's some people who's like, I spent a whole bunch of money and now I got egg on my face, and he's like, no, that just means I need to spend more
money.
That's all. More money will fix this. And you know what? That's not how I live my life, mostly because I don't have all that money.
I'm about to say mostly because I'm not a billionaire hedge fund guy.
I kind of appreciate it. Go ahead, Steve Cohen. Go ahead.
Throw money at it.
Please
More. Just throw more money at it.
If for no other reason than it's funny.